God is responding to your faith and not your fear. You hear me? God is responding to your faith and not your fear. If you want God's attention, you better start using your faith. If you want God's attention, if you want God to make you whole, if you want God blessing you, if you want God's healing, you need to use your faith. Because in Mark 11:23 says, if you use your faith, whatever you say, right? Whatever you say in faith, and you believe with no doubt in your heart, whatever you say will happen. If you believe whatever you say will happen, it will happen, according to Matthew 11:23. This is what Jesus is saying. If you say to that mountain, move, that mountain must move, because you believe it. You have to believe with no doubt. You have to use your faith. This is faith. Your faith moves mountains. So if you have problems right now that you are facing, you need to use your faith, because that is what's going to get rid of that problem, is your faith. You hear me? Your faith will dissolve that. That will be dissolved by God, because you use your faith. That's the only way God will move. God will move on your behalf when you use your faith. That's when God will move on your behalf. Because God is not listening to your fear. God does not listen to your fear. When you use your faith, God says, okay, it's yours. It's yours. When you use your faith, God said it's yours. If you believe it's yours, then He's giving it to you. It's must. It's a must. This is universal law. This is in the scriptures. Like it will happen. You have to use your faith, though. You got to use your faith, because that's one of the fruits of the Spirit. Faith is one of the fruits of the Spirit, and you need that. That's what gives us everlasting life, is when we use our fruits of the Spirit that God gifted us. We have to use it. It's up to you. It is not up to God, it's up to you. Because God said, you say to the mountain, you have to say it. You have to say move. You have to use your words. You have to use your words. You have to use your power. You have to use your talent that God gave you. You have to use that. You have to do that for yourself. You have to use your talents. God said, use it. God said, say to that mountain. We have it throughout. People who use their faith were considered the greatest in the Bible. The woman that used her faith, the Canaanite woman, right? Okay, we was talking about Canaanite woman. So there's a Canaanite woman in the Bible. Okay, this is Matthew 15:22. A Canaanite